17th of November 2019, just showing you the sky before I make this rainmaker orgone energy that I'm doing to make the energy, make the weather come into perfect alignment. Where's the sun? There we go. I don't know if you can tell, but honestly there's no chance of rain. Looking at this, the weather doesn't feel like it's even going to be close to raining. It's very smoky at the moment from all the bushfires. But once I put this orgone energy out there, let's see what happens in 48 hours. Last time I did it, as the people who subscribe to this channel would have seen, I have deleted that video. I'll leave this one up. I think people need to know this information. But within 48 hours, last time I was doing it, it rained when the whole weather reports for the week was no rain. Coincidence? I don't care. As long as it rains, it doesn't mean it's going to make it rain orgone energy. I've said that before. It's just the weather will realign to what it's supposed to be. Pull all the toxins out of the air as well. The last time I did it, I noticed a lot of oils on top of the water. Maybe that was from the paper. Not jumping to any conclusions on that, but it was just interesting, that was all. And I do believe it needs to be probably refreshed every couple of days. So it seems to work quickly. Like I said, within 48 hours last time, and you get your rain for a day or two, and then that's kind of it. So maybe you do need to refresh these things. That's something I need to learn and keep doing that. But having said that, like I said, it realigns the weather to what it should be. Just because it's not raining doesn't mean it's not working. The weather's just doing what the weather is supposed to do. It's not being manipulated by these cloud-seeding chemtrails that our government's forcing and poisoning us all with. So here's the weather report today, not like the news, in the area I'm putting this orgone energy out. And as you can see, for the week, clouds, sun, warm temperatures, no rain. And there's Sydney's temperatures and weather conditions as well for the week. Not that I think that this may affect Sydney, what I'm doing here, but that's not my concern. My concern is my area. Your concern should be your area and your living. You can see, empty esky. So what I'm doing is grabbing a couple of pieces of newspaper, putting it in the esky, squashing it down. Then I'm getting the aluminium foil, a couple of dollars from the shop. Throw that in the esky on top. Then I'm going to put newspaper back on top of that layer. Inorganic materials and organic materials. Layered. I'm going to spread it out properly. But that's it. Then put paper, then put aluminium foil, then paper. Inorganic and organic materials under pressure. That's what I'm going to put lead on top later. This isn't an exact science either. It's not as if I'm putting 2 pieces of newspaper every layer and an exact amount of foil. I could pick up 3 or 4 pieces of newspaper and push that in, and the thickness is up to you. You might need 5 or 6 complete newspapers. It's around 30 meters of aluminium foil. See, newspapers are good for something. Making orgone energy, because what's in them is no good. But at the end of the day, it's only costing you, let's say, under $5 to make this orgone energy. And if you get the newspapers for free, even less. Slowly getting there. But do you see, I don't have to protest, jump up and down to make change, to fight the government. I don't have to fight. Just create this orgone energy, and this is my quote-unquote fight. I am changing things, or me, the orgone energy is changing things to where it's supposed to be. Not everything needs to be a fight and a protest and anger and angst in the world. You can just change things by being and working with what, quote-unquote, God has given us. We've all got the potency to make change. So make it, like Eeyore. Here he goes. Here he goes. Now, for a piece of lead. This is just my choice. Drop a piece of lead in. That should make, I'm just doing that for the compression side of it. You could throw a brick in. Like I said, it's got to be under pressure, so lead's heavy. Had some lead lying around, lead goes in. Half an hour later, I've used all the 30 metres of alfoil. I've got another piece of lead. Back on top. Now, stage 2. I've got it set outside. Got the donkeys keeping an eye on me. When you do this, check the weather when you first put it out and see what changes, see what clouds might appear or move. Just be aware of what the clouds are doing and what the weather is around you, and just watch how it changes. Yo, I'm trying to do a video, buddy. Keep it down. I'm making it rain so the grass grows for you. Now the last thing I do, I fill this full of water. Once again, help pressurise it. Last time I did this, I had the lead, this large piece of lead standing upright. There you go. Orgone energy. The way I quietly and work with the universe to keep it aligned. And right now it's 10:30 AM. Now here's the afternoon, 6:45 PM weather report on the 17th of November 2019.
Let's move on to the 7-day outlook. There it is, it's dry and sunny all the way through. Warming up on Tuesday, there will be an increase in fire danger, but there's little if any wind around. The sea breeze will dominate, weak cool change slipping through on Wednesday, and remaining dry and partly cloudy right through until Sunday.
So that was Sydney's weather report. This is my area weather report this afternoon. I showed you this morning's earlier. This is late this afternoon. I've had to fill this up again. I've turned it around so that's facing the bushland. Because when I first filled it, you think it's full, but all the newspaper and everything soaked up all the water, so I just filled it again this afternoon to make it full. But it's got a real rain feeling at the moment. But they haven't forecast any rain. It does look a little dirty and all. But that's what this cleans the air as well. Orgone energy. Have yourself a Google of orgone energy. You'll learn a lot.
Top stories this Tuesday. Air quality in Sydney plunges to some of the lowest levels in the world. Smoke and Sydney's air quality is among the worst in the world today. Thick smoke from the bushfires choking the city. Danielle Post has been out with paramedics.
It's quite a sight across Sydney, and we've got the most incredible pictures from our chopper today. You can barely see the tallest buildings from Chatswood to the CBD and Parramatta, and the bridge just peeking out there as the smoke blankets the city. A lot of people who we spoke to this morning said that they were woken in a fright in the early hours of the morning because they could smell smoke in their bedrooms, thinking that a fire was nearby. But of course, this smoke is coming from the blazes up north, as well as the fire in the Hawkesbury area. We've been to suburbs today like Parramatta, to Chatswood, to Kirribilli. We couldn't see within 100 metres in front of us in some of these areas, but we're not out of the woods just yet. The conditions this week are going to remain the same, so we will get more smoke by the end of the week, and of course there will be heat as well that we have to contend with as we head into that heat wave.
19th of November, smoke completely gone. Okay, not a cloud in the sky. Sun even looks bright and happy. As you saw, how's Sydney looking? You can't really tell through there, but very smoky. Maybe the orgone energies clear my area, clear the area of all the smoke. It's very fresh today. So you look at these temperatures from Wednesday to Friday or Saturday. As you can see, what's forecast today, everything's dropped a degree at least. So it's a bit cooler, better weather. 20th of November, Wednesday 2019, around 9:45 in the morning. As you can see by the last weather report, temperatures have dropped. This cloud cover is really nice actually. It's a great temperature out here right now. I think it's probably cooler than what they said. But when you're making orgone energy, you got to remember the weather's going to do what it wants to do, what it needs to do. It's just supporting that what's meant to be. Brings it back into realignment. You can't really have expectations. Could say I expected rain. But the weather is way better now than it was before I put this out. So now it's not up to me to tell the weather what to do. It's just me to make the orgone energy to support it and counteract the manipulation our governments are doing to our weather. Supporting it like that. This is my fight without fighting. Doesn't matter if you believe it or don't believe it. Make it, have a go. Friday, 22nd of November, around 3 p.m. I've changed the format. Last time I did it, it rained within 48 hours, but I had this pretty much not exactly how I've got it now, but standing upright. I've pushed it down so it's cut through the paper and the alfoil and bed it in and push those bricks down so it's solid. There's a lot more pressure down there now. Looking at the weather, it's been a bit smoky out here from the bushfires, but I don't know, they're starting to predict rain. Not showers all week or anything like that. There's no rain for the next day or two, but then there's the the Sunday, Monday forecast for maybe rain. I'm in my shed. So are the birds. No. Good luck getting them out. There they go now. You can hear the rain in here. Can't see it, it's only spitting. Very exciting. Hey. Hard to see. Easy to hear. Rain. So what was that? About 5 days from when I made it, but I think the weather changed fairly quick. Either way, let's enjoy the sounds of rain on a tin roof. Thanks, Orgone Energy. Now I'd just like to reiterate how this is my way of fighting without fighting. We don't need to get ourselves harmed, killed, and do crazy things in life to stop what our governments are doing to manipulate our weather and poison us. 5G even. This is counteracting whatever they're doing by allowing the weather to do what it was always meant to do. By using orgone energy, say under a puck, under a 5G lamppost or base station, mast, whatever, you're not stopping the 5G, but you're just changing the harmful frequency of it. By doing that, no one's going to be harmed. So people are going to call you an idiot in the future because no one ever got harmed by 5G. But deep down you know they didn't get harmed, probably because you put that puck, the orgone energy out there and under these base stations and whatnot. Are you prepared to be wrong but right? Right but free? So the governments aren't going to stop manipulating things, but you can start fighting this way by changing it and working with the universe. So here it is, raining within 6 days of me putting out orgone energy. Coincidence? Maybe. Who cares? Coincidences are making me look bad. Either way, we have rain. This video started on Sunday the 17th of November and finished on Friday the 22nd of November.